Hi, my name is David Campt with the White Ally Toolkit. And this is a brief suggestion about how you might turn the current moment of controversy around Representative Steve King into a moment of connection with a racism skeptic in your circle. As you may know, Mr. King is facing repercussions, finally, for defending white nationalism and white supremacy. And what we want to talk about is how you can use this controversy to create a new kind of dialogue with a racism skeptic. So here's what you want to prepare. You want to prepare two stories at least. One story is about somebody who is super racist that you know or have known. It could be somebody who taught you as a kid to have really racially problematic views, and you, especially if you resisted. It could be somebody you've met in the course of your adult life, but somebody who you would say is really problematically racist, and they would agree with that most likely. You want to prepare that story, and you also want to prepare your story of when you, just for a brief moment, had a racially problematic thought or view. When you thought somebody was, you were surprised that a person of color was competent, or you worried that are white people really going to have a future in this country? Or if you crossed your mind, maybe those folks really are a little bit less capable. Whatever racially problematic thought you had, you want to get the story of that to be able to tell that story cogently and with some compellingness as you tell it. So once you have those stories together, then you start the conversation. So what do you think about the recent controversy with Steve King? And what you want to do is to shift from that to, have you ever known anybody with racially problematic views? And you offer forward yours if they're not willing to do that. But the point is, no matter which order, you want to have an exchange, which basically says, the racist people are over there, we're not like that. You establish that, look in the eye, have that bonding moment, and then you flip it to the other story, where you admit to having some racially problematic views or thoughts just for a moment. Maybe the frame is, you had these for a moment, whereas the really racially problematic people view that all the time. Have you ever had thoughts like that? And so your point is to say, yes, those people are worse than us. On the other hand, we're not completely clean either. If you can do that, if you can have an honest conversation like that, you potentially are on your way to having more honest conversations about the problematic and complex nature of race these days. My name is Dr. David Campt. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your allyship. And please check in with us at the White Ally Toolkit.